Hi guys, I'm back with this month's episode of my expat tales. Oh, my lips are naked. Kanisha. I forgot because I was on the phone with my friend Kim. Today's lipstick is NYX Liquid Suede. It is matte metallic and it is color New Era. Just in case. I'm going to mix two of them, by the way. Okay, let's see. Oh, hair move, please. Thank you. It's a dark brown, but like I said, I'm going to mix it with something else. So you'll see when I'm done. Okay, gotta get this line here and this line here because I got a lot of lip and I gotta make sure it's covered. Okay, should we go with the brown? Very cute, very cute. Very neutral on me because I'm also brown. The one I'm gonna mix it with, and I think it'll look good. It's also NYX, called Cosmic Metals, and this one is called Speed of Light. Okay, would you focus? Thank you, camera. And this one is like a orangey gold, and I really like it, and I'm hoping that it turns out the way that I want it to. Let's find out. This is very, woo, this is very bright. I don't know how I feel about this, y'all. I don't know how I feel about this. I may still leave it though, because I don't feel like taking it off. I don't know how I feel about it. It looks real neutral. Shiny-ish. Whatever. Anyway, guess it's staying on my face. Hi guys. Welcome to this month's video. This is not the Foodie Friday video. It's the other one. So today my topic is going to be 10 things that I really, really love about living in Asia. Right. So I'm going to go down my list of things that I really, really love about Asia. So first thing, convenience stores. Like, I'm from the US, if you haven't already gathered that from my other videos. And for us, convenience stores are usually attached to gas stations. So it's convenient in the fact that you're getting gas, and while you're getting gas, you can run inside and get snacks or like whatever. But here in Asia, my experience is that convenience stores are actually convenient. Like, they're everywhere, for one. Two, there are so many of them. They are in abundance, and there really isn't a place that I've been to so far, like city-wise, like even like smaller cities and towns, that didn't have a convenience store. At least one, like 7-Eleven or something like this. And you can do pretty much everything at these convenience stores. Just today, I have a car here, by the way. I am purchasing a car here in Taiwan. So we have a toll road. Obviously, you go like long distance driving, and they have this little e-ticket thing. If I can, I will put it on a green screen somewhere behind me and show you what I mean. And there's like this app, and you can click and you go in the convenience store and they scan it, and then they will ask you how much money you want to put in your toll road like account. And so you can, you can go onto the different toll roads and use it until you use it up. You can pay your phone bill. You can pay your electricity and gas and all those utility bills at 7-Eleven. You can buy all sorts of snacks, obviously. You can get coffees. A lot of times the convenience stores here will operate with like Uber Eats and things like that, and they can deliver things to you if you need it. Just everything. Like, it's just like genuinely convenient. Like, I remember reading this article about the 7-Elevens in Japan, like doing your laundry or something like that. And I was like, wow, we're living in the future. I do know like 7-Elevens and convenience stores here, they can also, like, if you say you're lost somewhere and you don't really know where you are to like order an Uber or whatever, you can go in the convenience store and you can tell them like, can you please call me a taxi, and they can assist you with that. Yeah, it's just really convenient. Like, I'm always in awe of like how I can just go to a convenience store to grab anything that I need, because I'm just not used to that. Like, as someone from the US, I'm just not really used to being able to just do that. Like, something that's like not a grocery store or like not a gas station, like I said. So yeah, that's my number 10. All right, number 9 on my list is easy to travel around the country, or traveling around the country with ease, right? Don't judge me. I wanted this Ant-Man cup, and I got my Ant-Man cup. Anyway. Back to number 9. Taiwan is not a very big country, right? Korea is also not a very big country. Like, it's pretty large and everything. And even China. China's like a huge country, though. But the ease of which you could travel around the country was the thing that I'm talking about. So, in the US, we do have like the big Greyhound buses. We have like Amtrak, which is like a train. But we do not have anything currently that is a high speed, like across the country you can go to visit other parts of the US. Like, we could have that, but we have not aspired to be as great as we could be. Anyway, so in most Asian countries that I have been in or visited, they have these types of things that you can get around the country super, super easy. In multiple airports, like, in the US has that, but you can get like super cheap flights to go to another city that's, you know, kind of farther around the country like this. I just really enjoy the ease of which we can get around. My favorite mode of transportation, if I have to choose to go somewhere that I'm not driving, is the HSR, or the high-speed rail. I did not take it in China at all. Did I? I took a train that was really fast, but I don't think it was considered HSR. I think it was just so happened that my city and that city had its own like line, so there was no other stops, and I think that's why it was so fast. I don't actually think it was a HSR though. Anyway, so yeah, that's my favorite mode of transportation if I can afford it, and it's pretty affordable here in Taiwan and Korea, but it's just, if you do it a lot, it adds up. My second favorite is a long distance bus. So it's like these big, huge charter buses. One thing about living in the places that I have lived thus far, and this is not everyone, okay? I do want to say this is my experience. It's other people's experience too, but not everybody has this experience. So I have to just preface that, okay? A lot of times when I'm sitting somewhere, like on a bus or on a train or something, the locals will not sit near me. And I think it's mainly because I'm a foreigner. And also there is this, from what I've heard, there is this really horrible stereotype that specifically like black people smell. Like they assume all black people are African, which again, it still is not okay to treat somebody like that. And they have this thing where they're like, oh, the foreigners, they smell, so we don't want to sit near them. Like, it's a weird phenomenon that I've experienced. And other foreigners have also experienced this. And not only black foreigners, other brown foreigners, white foreigners, the locals just will not engage like that. They don't want to sit next to you for like a super long time. But I've also had the opposite happen where people do sit next to me and then they're just like, hello, I want to talk all the English that I know to you. And I'm like, okay. So number 8. For me, it is meeting all kinds of people. One thing that I really love about Asian countries in particular is the hostels. Now that I'm a bit older, when I do hostels, I don't really sleep in the room with people. And, COVIDina has come running through and I'm just like, I don't want to share rooms with people I don't know. But before all of this, I used to do hostels quite a lot, especially in Korea. And you just meet so many interesting people like that just, coming through. And I'm pretty sure like other continents and countries also have these experiences and whatever. But, most of my hostel experiences have been in Asia. And so, I've met like lifelong friends, just in passing in these hostels, and we still keep in touch and we still like, know each other and talk to each other and all this stuff. And it's just a really, fulfilling experience, like oftentimes. And a lot of times if you go somewhere like, when I would go to Korea, sometimes I would go to other cities by myself. I would just be like, man, I really want to go visit this one person or this one, place, but I would be doing it by myself. So then I would stay in a hostel and then I'd meet someone and they'd be like, hey, I'll go with you. I'll come with you if you want to. So you can also meet like travel buddies in that sense. And so that's something that I really enjoy and have enjoyed while living in Asia and visiting around Asia. So that one is my number 8 on this list. Number 7. Number 7 for me is mass transportation. Where I am from in the U.S. does not have good transportation. Like when I lived in Chicago, yes, we have subways that go all the way to the airport, buses that run all over the city, yada, yada. But once I moved out of Chicago and into like Chicagoland area is like obviously the surrounding area of Chicago, right? The transportation there was a lot left to be desired, right? Like if you didn't have a car, you just weren't going anywhere. And also this was before like Uber was a thing. So you would have to call a taxi or a friend, to do anything. Like, we would have some buses, right? But the buses only ran at certain times to certain places. It was a lot of that. Like, I will give an example. Like when I was in college, early college, I would have to get up at 5 a.m. to get to class by 8:30 a.m. because the buses just did not run early enough for me to get to school on time. So what would happen was from the city of where I was staying with an ex-friend of mine, I would have to get up, walk for like an hour to get to the next city, which had a bus that could take me to my college campus. Just to give you an example of what I mean, but there was a lot left to be desired. Because I'm like, I'm not the only person up at this time. Like, people have to go to work, right? Like, where are the buses and where's our transportation to get around this country? But living here, there are buses that go everywhere. There are trains. Oftentimes in Taiwan, you have to kind of swap, like, transfer to one mode of transportation to another. But they definitely will take care of you. They'll be like, okay, I know you got to take 2 buses and a shuttle and a train, but we'll get you there. Even if you live in the mountains, we will get you there. You know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes you have to have a little bit of patience. Everything is not, like this. But overall, I really appreciate having that experience of no matter where I want to go, there's a way for me to get there, even without a car or scooter or whatever. So that makes it number 7 on my list. Number 6 on my list is cheap shopping. My goodness. Shopping is one of my favorite things depending on who you ask, they will say it's an addiction, but we do not subscribe to those labels. Anyway, shopping in Asia has been one of the highlights of my life. So, growing up, I was pretty poor, right? My family was pretty poor. We could, only do certain things. It's just the way it is, right? So shopping and like indulging, that kind of thing. No, it was more of an on a need basis, not necessarily a want basis. So when I got here and things were so cheap, I could also get things that I want. Like, oftentimes I still get things that I need because, we need the things. But there are a lot of things that I have that I just wanted. I was like, oh, those earrings are so cute. Like, as you guys can see, I have like so many piercings. So of course I need earrings. Of course I need lipsticks. Of course, like, and shopping here has just been a dream. Like, obviously the only thing is like I'm plus size. Like, I'm bigger than most of the population here. So clothes shopping has been a little bit tricky. But in recent times, like, so in Korea, what I would do is I would find these little, like pop-up shops, right? It would be a lot in like the train stations, in these little like alleys where they would do like night market kind of things. And they would have these little pop-up shops and you would just see like a bunch of clothes mixed in and they'd be like, oh, 100 like Korean dollars or 100 Korean won, right? And you can get like this shirt or whatever, but they could come from all over. So like I bought like sweaters from like Forever 21. I found some H&M stuff in there. I found some like name brand stuff. And I was like, oh, even though this says like, it's a large, it was really like an oversized large. I was like, hey, I could fit this, So that's really what I would do in Korea. And then it's also, we would do clothing swaps and things like that. So that's how I would get, more clothes that I didn't like bring with me when I moved to Korea. In Taiwan, in China, in China, Taobao exists. Taobao. Wonderful creation. Wonderful. You can buy legitimately anything on Taobao, okay? It's like Chinese Amazon. Yeah. So, a lot of times our American brands, they will have, I guess, excess stuff, or things that didn't sell well in the US, blah, blah, blah. They will sell it to these Chinese companies for less. And so the Chinese companies can sell it, even though they bought it for, say, like $1, just example, they could sell it for $8. But this $8 is still a hell of a lot less than we would have paid on the rack in the US. Like, for example, I bought this Torrid, like cardigan thing. And it was like lace, right? It's a gorgeous see-through kind of lacy cardigan or kimono or whatever you want to call it. And so I bought it from this store on Taobao, $6 US, right? And I didn't pay in US dollars. I just did the conversion. When I received the kimono in the package, I opened it and the little tag, like the tag that you see in stores, was still on it. That kimono was going to sell for $96.80 US. I said, huh? I bought it for $6, just to give you an example. And I have tons of stories like that. So Taobao is like my favorite thing. Then I moved to Taiwan. So then Taiwan, a friend of mine has, as you can see, plus size company called Hey Peach. I model for them, and I get a lot of clothes from them to try and test, and I will do another video at a later time about that. I still order things from Taobao. A lot of things here, they have this new trend in Taiwan, in Asia, where they wear oversized stuff, because if they're this big and they get clothes that are this big, it's like baggy on them, right? But I'm like, your oversized size is my size. So I will buy the oversized stuff, and I'm like, hey, thanks. And they're like, I didn't know I could fit you. I'm like, yeah, because it's oversized only for you. And yeah, and that goes with anything. Lots of things are like super cheap. food and everything. Like, so for me, shopping is definitely number 6 on my list. It should be higher, but I have other things that are more important in the long run, so I made them higher on the list. Number 5. So number 5 on my list is delivery services. I started living in Asia in 2015. I moved to Korea first. And so Korea has these delivery services like Yogyo, and I would use, what's that other one? Not Grab. Crap. It's something with a G. It's like green. Rats. I forgot the name. Anyway, these delivery services, they will bring you anything. It's like Uber Eats, right? It's like Instacart before Instacart became a thing. And Asia already had these things. So like the US is behind. Anyway, so you can get anything delivered. You can get food delivered. You can get clothes delivered. You can get stuff for your house delivered. Literally right to your front door. Like, and they send you a text message like, hey, it's been delivered. You're like, you know, opening and you just find your package there. Even if you're like not home. In Korea, I didn't have security, but in Taiwan and China, I've had security like outside my apartments. And they have always collected my packages and stuff for me. So it's like super convenient. For me, because I had such a hard time in China, like living there, which is very trying and a bit traumatic for me, honestly. I didn't go out very much. And because of that, I wound up ordering a lot of stuff to my door, like my groceries, things like that. I would order it to my house. So that way, all I had to do was go downstairs and come back up. I didn't have to engage anyone. I just, yeah, it was a lot. Anyway, that will be a story for another time. In Taiwan, I use delivery services still, especially when I don't feel like going anywhere. Super cheap. Even if you tip, even delivery costs, cheap. Just, it's cheap. Like, so usually I'll get groceries delivered. Like, sounds like Costco. Like Costco, I want to go and like put my hands on things. But things that I normally get, like tissue and milk and things like that, I will just order it and have it delivered to me. And then my security downstairs will get it. And I'll get a message like, your stuff has been delivered. I'll grab it. Like, sometime I'll be at work. Like, I live around my job. And so I'll be leaving work and I'll be like, hey, let me order my, you know, food for tonight or whatever I'm going to cook or whatever. And I'll order it and get it just sent. And on my way in on my scooter, I will stop, grab it, and take it upstairs. So it's like super convenient. Also ordering things on, like, I use Shopee here a lot. So if there's anything else that I need, aspirins, face stuff, you know, any of those things, like I can just order and it is there in a day or two. If I want to order groceries and things like that, 20 minutes, I can get my groceries. It's amazing. So yeah, that is number 5 on my list, delivery services. I'm going to do another video, probably next month, of 10 things I do not like about living abroad. Yeah. So stay tuned and I will see you on Friday for my Foodie Friday video. So, hit you back soon. Bye.